Hey, what's going on? It's your boy back at you with another video. I'm sitting here chilling out, man. And I just thought about something. Even though the Brooklyn Nets won last night, 109 to 107 in Portland, Ben Simmons had the best game of the year, of the season. But I'm going to look past that, man. And I think that the Brooklyn Nets should trade Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And here's why. Let's just face it. I seen that shit that he was doing last night on Instagram and cheering the people up. And what I didn't like about Kevin Durant is that he said that the lineup that he was playing with in Sacramento, he said, I can't win with these guys. And I feel like he shouldn't have said that. I feel like that you don't downrate. I'm a big believer in you build your teammates up, not tear them down. I know they're not, I know they don't very talented or whatever, but they got solid players. Cam Thomas, Seth Curry, Royce O'Neal, Patty Mills, Nick Claxton, Joe Harris. They're not all-stars, but they're solid role players. They're solid. This team is not as bad as he says they are. It's the fact that Kevin Durant just doesn't want to be a leader. He doesn't want to be a leader. He doesn't want to own anything. He has to own that he's been there since 2019. He's been there 4 years. What have they done? They've done absolutely nothing. And you're the guy. You're supposed to be the guy. You left Golden State because you wasn't getting respected. But at the end of the day, you go there and it's always somebody else's fault. But he never wants to own anything. And he made that trade in the summer. And I just think that the Brooklyn Nets just don't have no self-respect. Because why do you have to keep kissing his ass? And I understand it because I got yes for some. I don't know how I got it. But for some reason, I got the Yes Network. And, if y'all don't know what the Yes Network is like the Brooklyn Nets and the Yankees. And they carry all that. They're like, I guess they're a New York-based sports cable network. And they carry Nets and Yankee games. So I see the Nets all the time. But my thing with that is just that I see the PR move that Yes Network and the Nets, that they're selling Kevin Durant. And I understand he's a superstar. Okay, he's a superstar. I get that. He can score 30 in his sleep. But my problem with this is he really doesn't want to be there. And I just feel like the Brooklyn Nets need Coach Mike Tomlin said years ago. He was talking about Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell and how they were holding out. And he made a good comment. He said, we need volunteers, not hostages. And I think that the Brooklyn Nets, they need volunteers. They need guys that want to be there, not hostages. And the only reason why he's staying in Brooklyn is because nobody offered a trade for him. But what I would do is I would trade Kevin Durant. I would trade both of them. Because you don't make that type of comment. You don't say that, okay, well, it's the team fault. No, it's your fault too. Because what defense have you played this season? Kevin Durant defense, he's better. He's a better defender than what he did the other night. Even though they won last night, I get that. But that game against the Sacramento King, they quit. I seen it. I seen the video. I seen the game because I worked nights. So sometimes their games come on. I think it came on like 1:00, and they was getting blasted, man. It was embarrassing. They quit. They quit. You quit. You don't want to be there. So let's stop playing this game like Kevin Durant wants to be there. He does not want to be there. He doesn't. And then he made a remark this summer saying that he wanted to go to Phoenix or Miami. Why would you want to go there? Why would you want to go to teams that was just in the Eastern Conference Finals and in the NBA Finals? Why would you do that? Phoenix just won 64 games. Miami had the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. See what I'm saying? Kevin Durant just doesn't want to be a leader. He doesn't want to be a leader, man. He just doesn't. Because a real leader, they're not going to want to go play with the number one seeds. They're not going to want to go play with a team that just went to the NBA Finals. Come on, man. Why not trade him and see what you can get for him? He doesn't want to be there. He'll be 35 years old next year. And the decline is coming. Because he's 34 years old. He's not the same KD he was 6 years ago. He's not. Then you got this knucklehead Kyrie Irving. They don't have time to play with Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? They need Kyrie Irving to play basketball. Not to be Malcolm X. It's just a complete mess, man. Then, Ben Simmons played hard tonight, but with that back injury, you don't know which Ben Simmons. He did great last night, but he has to be consistent, and he's very inconsistent. This team is not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere, man. They're not coming out of the East. And you got two superstars that don't want to be there. Why you got to kiss their ass? Why not go ahead on and trade them and see what you can get for them? I'm just saying. Y'all continue. And I know y'all love Kyrie Irving. And, he's one of my favorite players. But he just can't shut the fuck up. He's been nothing but a pain in the ass in Brooklyn. Pain in the ass. Taking off games. Didn't want to get the shot. Can't shut the hell up. And, why not go in on trade and see what you can get? And then what you can do is you can rebuild. And you're going to lose a few years. But that's how you get you some young talent. Because they're not winning with KD and Kyrie. It's a bad fit. They're two ball-dominant players. It's not going to work. Because see, in Golden State, it worked. It worked because Steph don't need the ball. Clay don't need, I ain't talking about the Clay, Clay, that was Clay in his prime. Clay didn't need the ball. So that means all those double teams that Steph was getting, KD was getting one-on-one coverage. That's money. 6'11", small forward in that system. He thrived in Golden State. because it had ball movement. But but I'm just saying, I don't want to seem like I'm just like I'm hating. No, it's the fact they need to move on from this because they don't want to be there. They do not. Kevin Durant doesn't want to be in Brooklyn. It's no secret. Kyrie Irving don't want to be there because if he wanted to be there, he wouldn't pull stunts like he pulled a couple of weeks ago. He wouldn't pull stunts like he didn't want to get the COVID shot. Kevin Durant got a shot. Got um James Harden got vaccinated. Why he couldn't do it? Why he gotta be? Why he just gotta be a pain in the ass? And I don't see why the Brooklyn Nets are not trying to move both of these guys and see what you can get for them. And it might not be as talented as these two players, but they're two headaches. You don't need these headaches. They're not winning nothing anyway. They're not coming out the East. And the way this team is constructed, I see them as a as a first round exit or a play-in exit. That's what I see. This is not hate. It's reality. That, why the Brooklyn Nets, why they keep kissing his ass, kissing Kyrie Irving's ass. I would just take him off. I would just take him out of the rotation. And I would just send him home, just like the Phoenix Suns did Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder made all these stupid ass comments, so they just took him out of rotation. They're just waiting for a deal to trade Jay Crowder. But why keep Kyrie Irving if he's going to keep doing stupid shit? And I understand, Kyrie Irving is a stand-up person. I get that. I'm not going to go hard on him. And I'm not going to go hard on, that's this decision. But what about basketball? You're leaving your team hanging. They need you. They clearly need you. Don't give me that little win they won last night, which I'm not saying nothing bad. They did win last night. But at the same time, the Brooklyn Nets can't depend on Kyrie Irving. They can't depend on this guy. He's not dependable. So you're going to keep a guy that's not dependable? It just doesn't make sense, man. Why not go ahead on and trade these two guys? They don't want to be there anyway. So why not go and trade them and see what you can get? It might not be as of equal value, but you can start the rebuilding process. But see, that's the problem with the NBA. They don't want to wait on nothing. They don't. NBA don't want to win. They know they're not going anywhere with this team. This team, even with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, is average. They're not beating. They're not beating. I tell you, teams they're not going to beat. They're not going to beat the Bucks. They'll probably get swept if they play them. You're not beating Boston. You're not beating Miami. You're not beating Philly. They're not coming out of the East. So what are they hanging on to these two distractions? Kevin Durant don't want to be a leader. He don't. He don't want to own the fact that he has failed in Brooklyn. He's failed. And I don't care about y'all KD slurpers. I get it. But where's all that slurping getting you? They haven't even been to an Eastern Conference final. If Kevin Durant was all that good, what has he done outside of Golden State? He's done nothing. Kyrie Irving, he continued to get pacified. He continued to keep getting his ass kissed. But what has he done outside of LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers? He's done absolutely nothing. Y'all continue to kiss his ass. And the Brooklyn Nets are going to continue to keep getting their ass beat. They're gonna go home in the first round. Going home, they're not going anywhere, man. Y'all know it, not you know it, and I know it. So why not go ahead on and trade them and see what you can get? Tell me what you think. I'm out.